Good afternoon, fellow Guyanese. I am back from CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, and I want to address a few issues. Issues that are claimed to be discovery. Let me once again be very clear. My farm is not a discovery. It is public information, including the discoverer himself. He himself knows about the existence of my farm. A farm that I have built and can account for every single investment in that farm. Imagine someone speaking about credibility and integrity. Azruddin Mohamed speaking about credibility and integrity. A man who is accused of murder, smuggling, beating people, kidnapping people, robbing the state and the people of Guyana of hundreds of billions of dollars. A man who has been indicted by a grand jury in the United States of America. Imagine, this is the man of conscience, the transparency bodies, many of whom, the Kiskadis and others, who wrote headlines about his involvement, who accused me of protecting him, who accused the PP government of protecting him. These sanctions did not come from President Ali. It did not come from the PP civic government. It came from the United States of America. This is the man of conscience. Suddenly, this is a celebrated man of conscience claiming a discovery that he knew about, that most persons in Guyana may have known about. You can check with all of the established entities, whether it's Bounty Farm or anyone, and you would see that the farm has been in existence. And let me be very clear. I have not sought any special treatment, any benefit, any investment by the state. My farm carry a huge loan, and everything has been disclosed to the Integrity Commission in and out of government. There is absolutely nothing to hide. The same man, on one hand, saying, oh, this farm is making huge amount of money, and then question where the money come from to invest. Imagine the hypocrisy. The farm making huge amount of money, so we get the money to invest in. But I can tell you, unlike Azruddin Mohamed, who still have to account to Integrity Commission, unlike him, who did not have to take a single loan for the wealth he accumulated, I am not in that category or bracket. Everything on my farm can be accounted for through legitimate means. Legitimate means. Whatever conditions are there for leased lands on the highway, the same conditions. And by the way, the size of the farm is not even half of what he said it is. This man lied to the extent that he exaggerated the size of the farm. Not even half of what he said the size of the farm is. That is the depth of the lie. The investment, this huge investment he is saying. Well, I wish if I can even get 20% of that investment for the entire farm now. 20% for everything, unless you'll get a big discount on 20%. But that is the nature of the being. That is the nature of the being. That is the nature of the criminality. And this is being held by some as a conscience of truth. And let me say, I am not like him. When I spoke about blackmailing, I receive up to Friday text message. And I'll read a part of this text message. I have this recording on that was sent to me. I went through during the election cycle. I refrained from leasing. But if you don't end all this madness, I will. If you don't end all this madness, I will. And then a recording was sent to me purporting to be the voice of Chandas in a conversation with him, of which I know nothing about. Absolutely nothing about. I'm accused of concocting these charges. These charges and sanctions did not come from Irfaan Ali. It came from the United States. And I have a duty and responsibility. I have a duty and responsibility. The madness is not Irfaan Ali madness. And let me say, I am proud. And when my term is over, many Guyanese, my conscience is clear, would speak about how I've helped personally to build opportunities. I'm proud. You can call me a farmer. It's a title I hold with honor because I am proud of everything I've done. And my conscience is clear. My conscience is clear. The exaggerated acreage, that is not even half. The criminal and criminality of a man who wants to speak of conscience. I don't or need the government to do any of the infrastructure investment in the farm. It is hard work. It is huge loans. And I won't speak about what is support, because that is something private with me. That is not public. But one day, people will speak. It is clear. Not only the blackmail is clear, the lies, the deception, the mischief, the misrepresentation. But I just wanted to make this lucidly clear today. That everything I did and do is supported. I just wanted to spend some time addressing this issue. And as I said, from time to time, when I'm back, when I go to the farm, I'll go live. I'll go live. Because I want people to learn. I want people to see directly from me the misrepresentation and the mischief, the deception, the lies. This People's Progressive Party Civic of Government, this president, will continue to work relentlessly hard every single day for the people of this country. I'm not interested in the sideshows and the distraction and the videos that is sent to my phone and the recording that is sent to my phone, some of which I believe has security implications. Oh, shucks, my hand hit the call button. My hand. Some of which has political implication. Security implication. It is clear, and I want to make it clear, the PP civic government, because this mischief that continues to be peddled, that is the PP civic government that has caused this, there are sanctions from the US based on illegality. So I just wanted to spend some time addressing with clarity this issue from accountability perspective, from a personal perspective, and from the perspective of those who continue to claim that they're independent. The same people who questions headline after headline the protection of this Azruddin Mohamed in murder, beating people, torturing people, smuggling. Now, holding him up as a conscience and speaking about discovery is public knowledge. Everyone around me on the highway, all the major investors, they know. And every single condition that governs lease lands on the highway are the same conditions governing my lands. No preferential, no differential. Hundreds of farms, leases, larger. A man who benefited from tens of thousands of acreage of mining concessions. Mining concessions. Thousands of acreage of quarrying concessions. Oh, the PP Civic was then accused. We must have the ability to read through these lines, to read through what is at play, what is at stake as a people. So God bless all of you. Thank you very much.